Good evening. Hi Kimberly, hi Amy. Thanks for coming on, girls. Let's wait a couple of minutes, see who else comes on. Hey Chloe, how is everybody? Am I on time? I am. Hi Lindsay. I won't keep you all too long tonight. It's a bit of a late one, but it's a really quick one. But it's something that you want to get sorted out straight away so you can literally just go for it. Because if your profile's not right, you know, it's going to be a bit more difficult. I'll tell you what, I think I can add people, can't I? Yeah. Invite people. People are already here. Ooh. I don't think that's about it. So anybody who is already a part of the team, if you guys can just invite any of your pre-sellers. So this is really aimed at pre-sellers because everybody else has probably got this all sussed out already. But some of you might not. Some of you might want a bit more of an idea of how you can get your profile perfect and ready for selling and recruiting as well. It's important to have it ready for recruiting as well. So this all sort of ties in. I'll get going. I'll give it one more minute, I think, and then we'll go straight in. Hi Nick. Hi Eve. Good to see you all. Okay. Let's just go for it. Anyone else can watch it back. It's always going to be in the group, so we can just watch it back. Okay, so a lot of you are probably on a profile already that is a personal profile, so you've got old friends on it, you've got family on it and stuff like that. So if you want to keep that, that's fine. If you want to make a profile that's specifically for business and specifically for sales, if you kind of feel like you don't want to bombard your family and friends with sales posts and stuff like that, we never ever tell you to spam. We never tell you to post and post and post and post. So don't worry too much about that. But if you feel like they don't want to see it, they're not going to be interested, it's going to, you know, get annoying for them, you might want to make a new profile. So there are a few people who have done that and it's been really successful for them. I haven't, because I didn't have that many friends on my profile anyway, and I know the friends that I did have and the family that I have would probably be interested. You never know. You never know who could be interested. So it's worth giving it a go. But if you sort of find that people are being a bit negative or moaning about it or anything like that, then you might want to think about making a new profile. But what I want to just cover today is how to make your profile professional, but not in like a sort of a company way. So you don't want to look like a company, you don't want to look like an actual business, you want to look like a real person. So what I've done is I've printed off, and it's going to be backwards, which is annoying, but I've printed off a screenshot of my profile just so I can talk you through it all, okay? So I'm going to go from top to bottom. So the first thing that you see is a cover photo, which is the one that goes across the top. So you can change this to whatever you want, okay? It's kind of like an extension of your profile picture, because you can only have one profile picture at a time. So this is like an extension of your profile picture. So what I've got is pictures of my little girl, pictures of my dog, right? So you want to keep it clear, you want to keep it clean, you don't want loads of information, you don't want join my team, you don't want products. Products are a big no-no. Never, ever, ever put any products on your pictures, on your profile photo, your cover photo, nothing, okay? I know some companies tell you to do that, which I think is ridiculous. You don't want to do that, okay? You just look like a shop. So don't put products on. Don't put anything to do with the company that you're working with on there, okay? Things like lifestyle quotes, motivational quotes and stuff like that work really well. So you can do stuff like that. But you can have your kids, you can have your dogs, your pets, your family, whatever you want. This is, you know, it's your profile at the end of the day. Please don't think I'm saying to you, it's not going to work unless you do this, right? This is just a bit of guidance. This is just sort of, you know, this is the sort of idea that I had in mind when I was sorting out my profile ready for this, okay? So you don't want it too busy. You don't want much at all. So I've got, my printer's gone a bit funny, but I've just got 3 pictures and they're all spaced out nicely on a white background. It's nice and clean and just, that's it. And I change them from time to time just so that they're sort of fresh every now and then. Okay, so then your profile picture, it needs to be attractive, and I don't feel like I'm saying that's ugly, don't have that. You look, you know, you look ugly in that. That's not what I mean by attractive. By attractive, I mean that people are going to be attracted to your profile as a person. They're going to be attracted to your profile. So don't feel like you have to wear loads and loads of makeup, or, you know, just as long as you've brushed your hair, and, you know, and you just look presentable. That's a better word than attractive. Presentable. It's professional. So you don't have to be sat there in a suit. You know, you don't have to be, you know, sat there in your suit and glasses with a pen in your hand or anything like that. You just have to look presentable, okay? So not wearing trackies, you know, it kind of, it's like common sense, you know. You would know if you would look at that and think, oh, that looks like a successful person. They look like they're doing really well. I'll, you know, have a look at their profile. It's common sense, really. So don't have your middle finger up. Don't have a beer in your hand or a cigarette in your hand, you know, sticking your tongue out and stuff like that. You want to look like fun. You want people to know that you're fun, but it's just the first impression they get of you. So you need to be really careful with it, and you need to make sure that it's something that people are going to be drawn to, right? Filter, yes. I can't, what, on a live? I can't say I would know how to be honest. I thought you meant for profile pictures. That was one of my things, actually. Try not to use Snapchat filters as well, especially the dog face or the flowers and stuff like that. They're beautiful and they're lovely. You know, it's not a big problem. The flower one is probably fine. The dog face one, not so much. You really want people to see you, the real you, and, you know, that's exactly what I mean. I mean, it's just about looking presentable. You don't have to look professional, but you do want people to look at you and think that this is, you know, a leader, and you're somebody that people should want to join. No, Chloe, is fine. Honestly, I think it's only the dog face one that I actually look at and I think, oh God, no, because it hides most of your face and you really don't know who you're talking to. Anything on your head is fine. They're really pretty, I like them. So I'm just like checking my notes, and make sure they're not too blurry as well. The better quality they are, the more attractive they are, okay? So not sticking your middle finger up, not drinking, not drunk as well. If you're like, it's not quite that attractive. Not half naked, you know, just be a bit careful. But show that you're friendly, show that you're fun, show that you're approachable, and people will love it. It's not that strict. It's your profile at the end of the day, so you do whatever. So the next thing is your bio. This is your bio here, okay? So on a phone, this is the first thing that you see after the profile picture, I think. So that needs to tell people what you can do for them, okay? So it's not just, I work from home, I make loads of money, I'm really great at what I do. You want to tell people what you can do for them. So for example, Caius is really good. Caius has put, this year I will be making I think he said 10 six-figure earners in my team or something like that. So people are going to see that and people are going to be like, oh, I'd love to be one of them. He's not saying, I'm going to be a six-figure earner, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He's talking about what he is doing for other people. So that's what you want to do. So mine says, I'm a motivated empire builder. So I'm basically saying, I'm going to help you build an empire. I'm going to help you make money. Okay. And then I've also got interior designer just because I need that in there because I've only got the one profile. So you tell people what you can do for them, but feel free to put in what you're going to do for yourself as well. So say, I'm going to make 6 figures this year. Or, you know, I'm going to take my kids to Disney World this year. Stuff like that really helps because people see that you're determined and you're going to, you know, achieve what you want to achieve. And that's when they want to join you. If they know that you're going for something, they're going to want to join you and sort of, you know, become a part of your journey as well. And be intriguing as well. So don't say, I sell Tea Divina or I work for Vida Divina or anything like that. Be intriguing. Don't let people go onto your profile and know exactly what you're doing and know exactly what you're selling and exactly what company you're with. Okay? Be intriguing. So I think this is intriguing. Motivated empire builder. I was going to change it to something else actually. I'll talk about that in a bit. So then you've got your work, where you work. This is important, okay? If you've got a fan page, which is the page where people can like it, so it's not a group that people have to join, it's a page and people can hit like, and then they, you know, you've got a certain amount of likes and people can follow it and stuff like that. That's a fan page. If you've got one of those, and there's no harm in having one of those, I think they're great, make sure you put it down as your place of work. Right? My latest one isn't on there for some reason, but yeah, so you can just say that you are a business builder or a network marketing professional at, and then your page, and it will link it, so people can literally just click it and it will go to your page. It's a really quick way of getting people onto your page. So always make sure you link that as your place of work, okay? And then underneath that, you've got your education, stuff like that. You can put all that. You've got where you live, where you're from, put all that. That's great. And then you've got followed by. So where it says followed by, and then it will have a number. I'm followed by just over 2,500 people. Go into your settings and make sure that your follow button is available. You can only have 5,000 friends on Facebook, but you have unlimited followers, okay? You can have as many followers as you want, or as they want, obviously. You can't make people follow you. Actually, that's not true. You kind of can. I noticed the other day, when I was doing a bit of deleting, my followers were going up. And then I realised that a few people that I was deleting were still liking my stuff. And I'm like, how are they still liking my stuff? We're not friends. Went onto their profile, to check that we weren't friends, and we weren't friends. It appears that when you delete somebody, they continue to follow you until they want to stop, basically. So if you've got loads and loads of friends and you want to do a deleting spree, don't feel like, oh, I'm not going to delete him because he might be interested one day. It's like less than 5% chance. Just delete him, because the chances are, I don't know whose settings it depends on, but the chances are, once you delete him, he's still going to be following you. He's still going to be seeing all your stuff. So that's a really good little tool. And it makes your follower count go up. I think that's how it works anyway. My dog's going to burst in any minute. Yeah, so check your settings. Make sure that your follow button is activated so that people can follow you. A lot of people will follow you before they'll friend request you because they worry that you're going to decline them. And sometimes they'll follow you and then they'll say, hi, just wanted to connect. Is it all right if I send you a friend request? You can say, yeah. But followers are great, really, really good. So make sure that's active. And then you've got 5 pictures. Well, you can choose however many you want, up to 5. You can only have 2 if you want. You can have none. But I suggest that you definitely do all 5. And again, you want to follow the same process, the profile picture and the hi Dash. Here he comes. You want to follow the same process as the profile picture and the cover photo, okay? You want it to be clean, you want it to be, careful, you want it to be, you know, clear, you want it to be pretty, you don't want loads of information on there, you don't want products on there, right? So I've got a picture of him. I've got my little caricature. I've got a couple of pictures of Theodora, and then I've got my snap code. This is awesome, okay? If you've got Snapchat, I didn't know this for ages until I think it was a Snapchat training actually that somebody did. I didn't know that this little code, you can actually screenshot it, go into Snapchat, and click on Find by Snap Code or something like that. Choose the picture, so it goes into your gallery, you choose that picture and it scans it, and all these little dots are all unique. They're all unique, so everybody's is completely different. So it finds your Snapchat from that picture. So I've got my snap code on there, so people can just click it, screenshot it, go onto their Snapchat, and they'll find me straight away. How cool is that? So if you've got Snapchat, make sure you put your snap code on there. If you don't mind, you know, everyone following you obviously on there. But I've found that's really useful, and I've had people adding me all the time from that. Randomers, but you never know. They could be people who turn into customers, they could be people who turn... So if you're doing business posts, if you're doing like making your tea and stuff like that on Snapchat, do little journeys and stuff. That's really awesome doing that. So you've got the story function. I'm going into Snapchat now, I don't need to, but this is a whole other thing. But you've got stories, so use stories. If you've got it on here, you're going to get people, you're only really going to get people that you want on there. So if you're making friends with networkers, if you're making friends with people who you think are going to buy some products from you, they're the people who are going to be adding you on Snapchat. So make sure you are talking to them. So do videos of you making the tea, do videos of you drinking the tea, do pictures of the food that you're eating with the tea. When you get your capsules, do that as well. And create a little story, and people will see it and people will ask, and that's how you get customers basically. So that's pretty much it. So it's all about keeping it clean, keeping it consistent as well. So make sure that you can put your brand on your cover photo as well. Yeah, you can put your brand on your cover photo as well. I think, I can't really see it because my printer's gone all weird, but I think on my profile picture, on the bottom white bit, hang on a sec, let me have a look. Yeah, on the bottom white bit, I've got my website. It's quite small, so you probably would have to click on it, but people do click on it, don't they? If you add someone, or if they add you and you accept, usually the first thing you do is go and have a little stalk, right? So give them something good to stalk. Give them something good to stalk. If they're looking through your profile and they're like, oh, that's a nice picture. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's great. They're more likely to reach out to you. They're more likely to be interested in what you're selling, what you're talking about, what you're recruiting for. All right? So that's pretty much it. If anyone's got any questions, pop them on. But that is pretty much it. So just have a look at your profile tonight, tomorrow, whenever. If you've written down notes, anything like that, what I'll do actually is I'll probably just, because I've got notes written down. This is just, that's it. There's not much there at all. So what I'll probably do is just write them out tonight or in the morning, and just put it in a separate post just for people who haven't got time to watch the video. Oh, I thought it told you how long you'd been on for. That's weird. God, I could be babbling for hours. Yeah, I'll put that up, and you can just literally go through it. I'll do it like a tick list. So you can just tick off what you've checked and, you know, check your cover photo. If you're not sure, get somebody else in the group to have a look for you, because sometimes you can't really see it when it's your own profile. Like, I couldn't see it tonight. I was looking at my cover photo and I was like, no, is that attractive? Is that something that people would want to see? Is that something that makes me look like a professional? I don't know. I can't really tell. Sometimes you can't tell when it's your own profile and when it's your own children you're looking at. And because I tell you what, that picture, that was post bunchy hair. that's a complete mess. But I thought it was cute, so I like it, and it's funny, and people always message me and say, "God, you look so cute there." So that's the sort of thing you want to do. You want conversation starters. So kids, dogs, all that sort of thing. Products, things to do with the company are not conversation starters, because people will look at it, they'll say, "Oh, it's Vida Divina," and they'll be like, "I know that company, I know what they sell, it's that detox stuff," and they don't know. That's why you need them to ask you, because you need to be able to tell them there's so much more than that. But people get the idea in their head. In fact, I put in the chat earlier on, I can't remember which chat it was, so it might not have been the Join Star Squad, but I put in, someone mentioned Oriflame, and I was like, funny story about Oriflame. I used to see it on buy-sell sites, I used to see it on work-from-home sites all of the time. And for some reason, well, I know the reason, it's because it's Oriflame, I got it into my head, I was like, that's the candle company. They sell candles. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll keep it in my head for when, you know, Mother's Day and stuff like that. I like my candles, so I might go and buy something from there. One day I'll keep it in the back of my head. About 3 months later, I learned Oriflame is not candles. I don't think they sell candles at all. They're makeup, and I think perfume. But because I got it into my head that it was candles, I just assumed. Every time someone added me and they were Oriflame, I was like, yeah, I won't follow up with them because I know what Oriflame's all about. But I didn't. I might have been interested in joining a company that did makeup and perfume. But I never gave it a second thought because I assumed that it was candles and I didn't look into it. And because they all had it on their cover photos and they all had it on their profile pictures and stuff like that, just literally the word Oriflame or, you know, their logo or whatever, I'd click on their profile and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I know what Oriflame's all about. And I didn't. I had no idea. I don't think they do. I'm sure it's perfume, and Scentsy is the candle one. It's Scentsy, isn't it? Oriflame is makeup, and I think maybe skincare, and they might do perfume, but I might be getting confused with FM. I really don't know. But that's what I mean. I don't know. And if I see somebody has got a logo on their cover photo, and I think I know the company, I generally won't, you know, reach out to ask them about it. It's the people who have the interesting profiles and the pictures of, especially if I see someone with a beagle, I'm like, oh my God, I've got a beagle too. You know, and they aren't candles. Oh yeah, no, I know. Like melt thingies, isn't it? Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm sure it's like Avon. So it's not what I thought it was at all. I literally thought it was just going to be candles. Another good thing for your 5 pictures that you can choose, put something on there like a really nice car or a really big house or something like that. People are either going to say to you, you know, is that your car? Or why have you got that car on there? Or what sort of car is that? And that's when you can say to them, oh, that's my target. I'm going to have that car in September. And they're going to think, well, hang on a minute. She's a part-time receptionist. How the hell is she going to afford a Bentley? And that's when you say, oh, well, that's my new thing. That's what I'm working towards. That's my new thing. Same with the house. They're going to be like, oh, is that your house? That's beautiful. You say, oh, no, that's my goal house. That's what I'm working towards. It's on my vision board. And they're like, oh, vision board. What's that all about? You have to just keep intriguing people. It works. Believe me, it works. And it works really, really well. The Tesla, that's a good idea. Do the Tesla. For anybody who doesn't know, that's something that's been added into the Vida Divina compensation plan, is a brand new, blowing, gorgeous Tesla sports car. It's electric one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So you put that on there, then you can say, that's what I'm working towards, getting this paid for by my company. They're going to be like, what? Sign me up. So that's everything. I have nothing else. I have nothing else to give you on that. Other than things that you're putting on your profile, just make sure that it's not controversial. It's not going to cause any upset or anything like that. Your opinions are your opinions, and that's fine, and nobody can change them. That's, you know, that's just how it is. But certain things don't need to be put on Facebook. like the completely horrifically homophobic post I saw earlier, and I was like, oh, delete. I just thought, what is the point? What was the point of putting that on Facebook? And this is a network marketer who 2 posts previous was trying to get people to join her team. I was like, it doesn't matter what, your opinion is your opinion, and I'm never gonna, you know, complain about that, but that nothing good will come from putting that on Facebook. What do you think is going to happen? We're all going to be like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's completely wrong. Homosexuals should not be allowed. What's going to happen? So what's the point? So don't put this like politics, racism, stuff like that. Even if you're complaining about it, obviously it's awful and it's terrible, but try and just keep positive, 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 positive all the time. So all people ever tell me, they're like, why are you always so happy? I'm like, well, because of course I'm not. Of course I have my off days, but I'm not going to put on there, oh, I feel really shit today. Oh, I just want to curl up into a ball. You know, don't put stuff like that. Just be positive, just be happy. Make people see that you love your life and you love what you're doing and you've got this amazing support and everything's going really, really great. Even if it's not, don't lie. Don't fake it, but just keep a positive outlook. You don't need to share, you know, if things are going wrong or if you're really upset about something or if you feel like crap. You know, you don't really need to share it. And like I saw someone earlier saying, I can help you make £300 by this weekend. And then in the next day, she's like, oh, I can't even afford to take my kids out today and stuff. And I'm like, okay, it's awful. It's awful, and so many people are struggling. So many people are struggling with money. Hey, Vic. So many people are struggling with money. But if you're promising people that you're going to make them rich, you can't be moaning about not having money. It doesn't make any sense. Does it? Doesn't to me anyway, so... yeah, just try and keep as positive as possible. Obviously, like I said, I'm not telling you all what to do. It's your profile, it's your business. But this is just the process that I followed when I was sorting my profile out, and it seems to be working really well. So yeah, be intriguing, be happy, be positive, be excited, show your passion. We've got some people in here pre-selling to join. My God, they are doing amazing. They are doing absolutely brilliantly. And it's not going to be long before you're all signing up properly. It's just, you're just going absolutely mental with it. So congratulations to all of you, first of all. I think we've had about 8 people in the last week sign up from pre-selling in this group. So if what we're doing is helping, I mean, it seems to be helping, but let us know of anything else that you need, any specific places where you feel you need a bit of help. So branding is something that I'm going to be doing a lot of training on as well. I was just going to do that in the rep group, but if it's going to help you guys with your pre-selling, I want to extend it out to everybody. Sales groups as well. If you're not in the chat yet, ask whoever added you to this group to come in the chat, because we do have quite a lot of advice and, you know, trainings in there. Not really proper like intense training, but just tips. We're just throwing tips in all the time, and it really seems to be working. So yes, definitely. Lindsay, pop me a message just so I don't forget. Anybody who wants me to have a look at their profile, pop me a message and I'll have a look at it. But that's all I've got for you, really. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for coming on. Any questions you've got, just message the person who added you to this group. And yeah, let's get going. Let's sort our profiles out. Let's get our sales group set up, and let's start selling so you can all join this crazy team, because it's awesome. I'll speak to you all soon, guys.